Giants penalty to number 17, Matthew. .35. Penalty to number 19, Carlin Dezane. 5 minutes each for fighting at 7:26. Matthew Edwards for the Giants. Carlin Dezane for the Cougars. 5 each for fighting.
To $5 million, so that next year you save the money.
Last middle of play in the first period.
The second period of play, and Vancouver controls the opening faceoff. And Halliburton, the Vancouver goal scorer, couldn't quite pick up the puck in his feet, and the Cougars will control. Haniak out of the right wing for Weekoff, the Vancouver zone. He overskated the puck. And Halliburton played up for Sam Honzik. Back to Halliburton with speed, a one-handed into the Prince George zone. Halliburton bump on the forward check, and is chipped up the left wing, and Prince George will make their way through center ice. Riley Heidt, east over the line by Nico Camazzola, and Heidt is knocked down. and comes back to the line to the slap shot redirected and went just wide. Now from the left wing side is Cohen Zemer, but he runs into Ty Thorpe. Now Palmieri leading on his check, Wheatcroft, and it winds up in behind the Vancouver net. Up the left wing, it's Camizola getting it up for Sam Honzik. Into the middle, it bounces over the stick of Ty Haliburta. He'll flip it up for Ty Thorpe, who's laid into shift, and the puck will squirt loose.
Put your team shorthanded needlessly. Now I didn't get to see the play completely, but it was interference, wasn't it?
It was interference, and Prince George controls the face-off. Heidt working on the left wing side, feeding it down the left wing fall. Cohen Zemer fans on the pass, and Thorpe pounces on the puck. He has Haliburta ahead of the play, and he gets on the puck shorthanded, and Haliburta at least gets it in deep as he was bumped there by Boyko coming back. Vancouver still in search of their first shorthanded goal this season as Prince George makes their way through center ice. Here's Zemer with speed in the Vancouver zone, but he's spun around by Haynes. That allows Cadu to take the puck, and he'll send it down to the Prince George line.
What Haynes did there on Zemer was extremely impressive.
And those are all those little plays that we've talked about Haynes all season long so far, Bill.
I like it.
Thornton controls of the Vancouver blue line with 1:13 remaining in the power play. Now to Boyko with a wrist shot. That went high and over top of the goal.
Too much room to shoot. You got to close it up tighter.
Now Vancouver breaks up a pass in the middle. Get it through to Ty Thorpe. He'll wheel back into his own zone. Job it off for Haynes. Protecting it against Wheatcroft. He'll job it back for Thorpe. Now deep in the Vancouver zone. Now it's stolen behind the Vancouver net. But Thorpe is still continuing his pursuit of the puck. But Prince George stays on it. Singer feeding it rink wide to Heidt. Closing in. Wrist shot kicked out by Vikman. Rebound! And that's blocked by Haynes. Another chance. And Vikman stops that. Another chance to the side. And it winds up behind the goal. And now Vancouver finally gets it out through center ice.
Yeah, what a sequence.
30 seconds remaining in the power play as Prince George moves it right back in. Vancouver zone. Nico Camizola protecting it against Eastman. Camizola backhanding it to center ice. Can't quite connect with Haliburta. Now Ty Thorpe intercepts a pass in the neutral zone. Fights into the Prince George line for Honzik with Haliburta. Centering pass, and Haliburta couldn't quite connect on that setup from Honzik. Quickly the Cougars turn it back. Eastman on the right wing. Lays it in front, and Ty Thorpe had his check going.
For a Prince George player to make sure you got a stick on that puck.
Off the face-off in the Vancouver zone. Haynes working over his check. Wheatcroft. Now wrist off in the line, and Vikman steers that one aside.
Maybe in a game. This is an important one.
Thorpe wins a critical face-off, and the Giants rake their way through center ice. Now Thorpe carries in on the left wing. Wrist shot, that's blocked. Now he fights it again, chips it on goal, and Brendan made a blocker save. Thorpe on it again. Rounded behind the Prince George goal, looking to center. Ty Thorpe bumping there with Demansky. Thorpe now from his knees. Now rim back to the blue line to Haynes. His wrist shot knocked down by Haliburta. Winds up behind the net for Ty Thorpe as Vancouver's quickly tilted the ice. Centering pass for Honzik. That's blocked by Prince George. And they just relieve the pressure, but they can't get it out of the blue line. And Cadu will chip it in deep. And Vancouver will get in a change as out comes Lipinski and Semenuk. Lipinski racing after the loose puck in the Prince George zone. He's double teamed. Semenuk poking at the puck. And the Cougars make their way through center ice. It's Zemer. He's checked to the blue line by Cadu. His pass out of the reach of Semenuk. Now to caught the line is Wheatcroft. Dancing in with a shot, he scores! Thorpe to take the face-off up against Riley Heidt. And off the draw. Puck comes to Gronick. Lost it in his feet, and quickly in comes Kimmich in the Vancouver zone down the right wing. Kimmich, sharp angle shot, Vikman the save, and the rebound dribbles to the far corner. Now comes back to the blue line to Hudson Thornton. D to Kimmich at the right point. Up high to Wheatcroft. Dancing in toe drag, trying to cut inside. That's broken up by Roberts, and Vancouver will turn it back. Here's Thorpe. He's knocked down by Thornton in the neutral zone, and Prince George will counter. Here's Wheatcroft. Waiting. Dropping it out for Kimmich. Wrist shot, Vikman the save. Rebound bounced off the stick of Thornton on the other side. Now Thorpe for Vancouver. He's laid in a shift, and he'll just get it in deep, and the Giants will get in a change. As out comes Honzik up front, Cadu and Leslie on the back end, as Hudson Thornton plays it for Wheatcroft and across the Vancouver line. Dropping it out for Heidt in the slot. Waits. Back to Wheatcroft. Sharp angle shot, and Vikman came with them.
It does. The rhythm is just very much disturbed. And honestly, I mean, when you're looking at the guys that are on the power play for this Prince George team, there's something there.
Second power play for the Cougars as Wheatcroft shoots and is saved.
Wow, I don't know. This is really a big kill, obviously. That guy with the puck, Thornton, is one of the best in the league on the power play.
Dishing it off to Heidt, back to Thornton at the line. Now Boyko at the right side closing in. Back to Hudson Thornton in the middle. Heidt on the left wing side. Heidt takes the pass. Feeding at the side of the net for Cohen Zemer. He trade place with Heidt. Now to Boyko. Closing in. Wrist shot. Blocked in front. Back in. Vikman the save. Loose in front. And it comes to the left wing side. Back to Thornton with his shot. And he stabbed it just wide of the goal. Now Wheatcroft in the left wing boards. He's bumped there by Camazola. Rims it around the boards in the near side. Held it by Boyko on the right wing wall. Boyko down into the corner for Zemer. Dropping it off for Wheatcroft. He had it poked off of his stick. Comes to the right wing side for Noah Boyko. Trying to chip it into the corner. And it's bumped back to the blue line to Hudson Thornton. Minute gone in the power play. Thornton to Boyko at the right circle. Waits. Lays it in front. Redirect. They score. Zemer in front of
to your point, which has been their best period of scoring on the season, and they've scored twice.
And just adding to it, and now Vancouver on the attack. Lipinski with a shot, saving a rebound. Glencoe scores!
So important for Vancouver Giants not to play from behind for too long at any time in this game. They've tied it at 2.
Here's Thorpe leading the rush. Right wing feed for Sam Honzik. He'll take it in deep. Rounded behind the Cougar goal. Sam Honzik. Back to the line to Nico Camazola. Other side to Pentecost at the right point. He'll chip it down deep for Thornton behind the goal. Now the Giants are on the attack late here in the second period in a 2-2 game. Honzik working on the left wing wall. Leaving it for Ty Thorpe. Other side. Camazola at the right point. Wrist shot hit Haliburta in front. Now Heidt will flip it off the glass. And it's flipped through center ice. Lipinski off the bench. Chipping it right back into the Prince George zone as Vancouver the late push here in the second period. Demansky chipping it out through center ice, intercepted by Madison Leslie. He'll send it right back to the Prince George line with 2:15 remaining in the second period. Now Heidt plays in the middle for Vancouver zone for Wheatcroft, trying to dance in the middle. Now Zemer centers it, and that's snagged by
that. I think that was really important for Vancouver to establish a lead again.
And it wasn't just winning the race, it was beating Hudson Thornton in that race for the puck in the corner.
Great
and coming
call.
out of the corner with the puck and then going top shelf on Brennan to give the Giants a 3-2.
To a puck. When he puts his mind to it, he's got that low center of gravity. He's got power in his stride. His stride is strong. And, you know, there's a ton of confidence he must have given this team right now. Let's see if that pays off and if Vancouver now can extend that lead.
And Vancouver's now outscoring the opposition 6-1 in the third period in games this season.
Let's not count that one.
Okay.
Because it was an empty netter.
You're totally right. Have to be fair. Got to give it context. Here's Haynes in the Prince George zone. Can't quite get onto that puck. Getting some help from Ty Thorpe as Thorpe works it deep in the Prince George zone. He falls alongside a tumblewood to Haniuk. Now Honzik feeds in front and it bounced over the stick of Matty Edwards. Now Kadub in the left wing wall. He'll walk down deep. Kadub now to behind the Prince George net. And now Thorpe is knocked down behind the goal and he's a little shaken up. And did he take a bit of a stick into the midsection as Prince George wheels into the Vancouver zone. Zemer with a wrist shot. That's blocked. And Edwards takes the loose puck for Vancouver as Kadub blocked that shot by Cohen Zemer. Now Butkowski turning with the puck in the Prince George zone. Being hounded by Julian Cull, who's been a pest for Vancouver on the forecheck tonight. Now up to Wheatcroft. He has the goal for Prince George tonight. Chase Wheatcroft. He's poke checked to the Vancouver line by Brendan Pentecost. Now in the second try, here's Riley Heidt with a wrist shot right on. Back with a save. Gave a little so far here tonight. He watches a face-off to his left. Cougars control. Thornton. He'll send it down into the corner for Wheatcroft. Bumped there by Haynes. And Ty Thorpe takes the puck for Vancouver and starts out with Haliburta and Honzik. And to slip down into the Prince George zone. Honzik wins the race and waves off the icing. Now Honzik batting behind the Prince George goal. Being watched closely there by Kimmich. And is chipped up the left wing wall. And Prince George will play it back to Kimmich. And the Cougars will regroup deep in their own end. Hudson Thornton skating it to center ice. Fired up the left wing, Pat hit the linesman, and that allows Vancouver to get the puck back. Here's Ty Haliburta with Thorpe and Aqua at the line. Pass for Thorpe in the slot. Back to Haliburta, sharp English shot, and Brennan got a piece of that. Now Kadub from the right point. He fanned on the dump in, but recovers in the neutral zone. Wheels it back into the Cougars' end. Snaps a shot, gloved down by Brennan. He'll quickly jump it off for Thornton. Rim it around the right wing side for Cohen Zemer. Pass for Wheatcroft out of his reach of the Vancouver line. Now the Giants will tip it right back into the Prince George end by Bocek. And the Cougars will scoop it back to the Vancouver line. Damian Palmieri banking it up the boards. Broken up by Heidt, but Palmieri gets it back. He'll gallop in the Prince George zone in the left wing. Now dropped off for Bocek. He'll force it down deep. Spot check, round behind the net, but the Cougars take the puck, and Heidt will flip it off the glass, get it through center ice. 6:45 gone here in the third period, 3-2, and he can only backhand it in deep and facilitate a Prince George change. That allows Leslie to start it back. Fired up to Halliburton, redirected right back into the Prince George zone. As we're past the midway mark here in the third period, 3-2, Giants leading. In the first meeting of the season between these two teams, here's Heidt into the Vancouver zone. Screenshot that hit a leg on the way through, as I think that might have hit Haynes. Now Vancouver, Jaden Lipinski, right wing at center. In across the Prince George line, down for Lankow in deep, centers it to the crease, and Brennan couldn't cover it. And Prince George will counter. Down the left wing is Wheatcroft. He's poke checked and a good stick by Haynes. Another one of those little plays from number 5 on that Vancouver back end. Breaking up a Prince George rush. Cougars trying it again. Heidt, left wing feed for Wheatcroft in the Vancouver zone. Wheatcroft bumps it back to the blue line, but the defense are in the midst of a change, and Prince George has to regroup in the neutral zone. Wheatcroft will try it again. Poke checked away, and another good stick by Carson Haynes. Prince George will try it another time to come through the center ice area. Here's McNutt. He'll now snap it into the Vancouver end.
Now you got to win that race right there. If you're going to force a team to dump it in, Eddie, you got to get back there to get control, just like that.
As a team now, Camazola skates it through center ice. Fans on the pass, and Heidt takes it for Prince George, for McAdams. Now for Riley Heidt, cutting in, centering pass, scores!
That Camazola loses that puck, and away the two guys go for the Cougars, and that's Heidt. There's a shot, new season. We got a 3-3 tie. Shots are 27-30. Matchups, they really do match up well.
Just oh so close between these two teams, and there's not much separating them. Who's going to be the difference maker in this one here tonight with 5 minutes remaining in the third period? Heidt, he'll send to the side of the net for Ziemer, trying to play through his legs, and Vikman got a shoulder on that shot. Now Heidt, back to the blue line. Markowski, he'll chip it back behind the Vancouver goal for Cohen Ziemer. That's broken up by Pentecost. He'll roll it up the left wing wall for Thorpe. Into the middle for Halliburton. He'll just force it to center ice. Up there in the neutral zone. Hudson Thornton get it in deep, and Vancouver will get in a change. Keaton Dwaniuk snaps up the left wing for Wheatcroft. He'll lead the rush back into the Vancouver zone. He'll roll it down into the corner. Haynes there. He'll bump there with Heidt on the forward check. Ziemer out there as well for the Cougars. Back to the line to Demansky. Down to the right side for Riley Heidt. He'll chip it down the wall for Wheatcroft to waste after. Wheatcroft trying to dance his way in the middle. He'll leave it the line for Demansky. But it's broken up by Hanzik, but the Giants can't move it out. Now Heidt trying to dance in the middle. Fed down into the corner. Now fed it behind the net for Wheatcroft. Centering pass blocked by Camazola. And he'll start it back for Vancouver. Nico Camazola fired up the left wing, and Hanzik will tip it in deep, and Vancouver will get in a change with 1:16 remaining in the third period. Now Prince George will redirect it into the Vancouver zone and make a change.
In the fourth round in New Jersey.
Lipinski, Semenuk, and Lankow out there for Vancouver. Lankow shoots in that one.
Face-off circle. He's playing with a lot of confidence, is Lankow.
And the Giants control the draw, chipping it behind the net. Jaden Lipinski back to the line to Camazola. He'll just send it back deep with 18 seconds remaining in this third period. Up the right boards to Colton Lankow. He'll send it back into the corner for Lipinski. Now chip for Semenuk. Back for Lipinski. Poked away to the boards by Heidt. Camazola pinches in into the corner for Semenuk. Clock winding down here in this third period. As Semenuk get their lone power play goalies out there to start this power play, along with Wheatcroft and Hudson Thornton, and the Cougars control the faceoff. Thornton at the line, in the middle, to the right side to Riley Heidt. Wheatcroft with a stick in front. Heidt back to Thornton. Ziemer on the other side. He takes the pass, but it bounced off his stick into the corner. He's quickly met by Haynes. And now Wheatcroft comes in and takes the puck, and the Cougars maintain possession in the Vancouver zone. Chase Wheatcroft leaves it for Riley Heidt. Wheatcroft lost his mouth guard, but he gets it back. Now Thornton at the line. Right side to Riley Heidt. They trade places up top. Over to Ziemer, one-timer, that's blocked by Haynes, and the puck winds up behind the Vancouver goal, and Canoe sends it all the way down the ice, and the penalty killers will hustle in to change, but a big shot block there.
Love the way Haynes went into the corner to challenge for that one loose puck over there. Wonderful.
50 seconds gone in the power play as Prince George moves it right back in. Ziemer from the right wing boards, takes it down into the corner, round behind the Vancouver net, Wheatcroft working in front. Now Ziemer working into the high slot to the right side to Riley Heidt. Thornton at the left wing circle. Riley Heidt cutting across the high slot, dishing it off to Ziemer, closing in, waits, shoots, hit the post. He beat Vikman on the far side, but it stayed out. Cougars still in possession in the Vancouver zone. 40 seconds remaining in the power play. Thornton one-timer, knocked down in front by Palmieri, loose in the slot, and it winds up in the corner. Now Palmieri wins the battle, lifts it up high, and gets it down the ice into the Prince George zone. And the penalty killers hustle in a change for the Giants. 27 seconds remaining in the penalty to Semenuk as Thornton leads the rush back into the Vancouver zone. Now to Ziemer, back to the line to Riley Heidt, back to Ziemer as they play catch. Ziemer, wrist shot, Vikman the save, rebound laying in front, and the Giants clear it all the way down. Langley Event Center as the Cougars snap it up to Wheatcroft at the Vancouver line. He's met by Leslie. Wheatcroft trying to find a lane, trying to cut in. Wheatcroft, he's double teamed by a couple of Giants and he couldn't get a shot away. And then Wheatcroft is knocked down in the corner, and Leslie has the puck for the Giants. 35 seconds left remaining in overtime. Camizola battling along with Leslie and Wheatcroft for the puck to the right of Vikman. Now Wheatcroft laying it back to the line to Thornton. Trying to walk down the right wall to change directions and play on the other side of Kimmich. Down the right side to Riley Heidt. Cutting into the high slot with a wrist shot to the body in front. And Leslie pokes it away to the boards. Thornton on it for Prince George. Centers it through the crease and out the other side. 12 seconds left in this overtime. Hanzik in a battle there with Heidt. And that allows Camizola to take the puck for Vancouver. Maybe time for one last rush if Vancouver hurries. Here they come through center ice. Leslie in across the line.
2 NHL drafts. Game on the line right here.
Riley Heidt, chance to win it for the Cougars. Left-handed shot. And Vikman stares him down.